I'm Dave Haring, Executive Director of the Lincoln Airport Authority, and today we're jamming with Jeri. So, this is actually part 4 of the series where we introduce everybody to some of the staff at the airport, and this concludes the senior team introductions with the introduction of Ms. Jeri Winkelmann, who is our Director of Administration and Finance. Actually, I guess still technically the newest team member of the senior staff. Rachel held that title for a little while, so I'm glad, I think she's probably pretty glad to give it up. So this is just a series where we go through and we introduce, do brief little snippets introducing everybody to the different staff members at the airport. And so you get to be the lucky one in the chair today. So we'll just start off with some basic questions. So just kind of tell us a little bit about, where you're from, graduated, family, et cetera, things like that. Yeah.
So I'm a native Nebraskan. I've been married for 37 years. I have 2 adult children, 2 boys and a daughter-in-law, and a very important family member, George, my miniature schnauzer. I live about 20 minutes from my parents, so I spend a lot of time with them and a lot of time with family. Graduated from the university here in Lincoln, which is where I met my spouse, and have really lived in Omaha or Lincoln or vicinity most of my life.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm one of the few, at least in the team, that hasn't gone to UNL, but certainly I'm a supporter obviously now. So how did you end up at the airport?
I think it was a fluke, really. I mean, I got a recruiting phone call out of the blue that said, hey, have you ever considered, working at an airport? And I said no, originally. And then we talked more about how my skill set really might fit and how this might be a new and exciting thing to do. And the more we talked, the more interested I got, and it went from there.
Great. Well, we're glad the headhunter reached out to you, the recruiting firm did. So when not at the airport, although I think we keep you pretty busy, but when not at the airport, where might we find you?
So I try to stay active in my yoga practice, so you might find me at a yoga studio. My youngest son is a baseball player, so my favorite spot to be is in a ballpark watching him play. And I can't get over being a Husker fan, so I'm still at football games and I'm a big volleyball fan, so that's where you might find me.
Great. So you mentioned earlier that you didn't come from an aviation background. This is kind of the first thing, not in airports, not piloting, anything like that.
Yeah.
And so did you have any notion of what entering the field might be like, and regardless of that, what have you found in entering the aviation industry?
Yeah, I think there was always a spark there. I was in Air Force ROTC in college, so I had a little bit of exposure. I have family members who are pilots, so there was always an interest. And I have really enjoyed getting to learn about aviation and the various parts of the airport, and it's been really fun.
So kind of along those lines, what is, when people find out that you work at an airport, generally they're filled with questions.
Yeah.
So is there one thing in particular that maybe has surprised you about working at LNK that you find yourself sharing more often than others?
Yeah, I was shocked by the breadth of the business experience at the airport. I expected commercial travel, I expected general aviation ideas. I had somewhat of an idea that there was a military presence on the airfield and what that might mean. But the industrial park is a whole other animal that really surprised me. The way that works out financially really surprised me. So a lot of things. I think just how many different business models are at play at any given time. And, I get to work with different things every day, which is really what I enjoy.
Cool. Yeah, definitely a variety of things here at the airport. So
lots of stuff going on.
So that gets you through all those questions. Now we get to everybody's favorite. We go through these rapid fire questions at the end. This is just super simple. First thing that comes to mind. We're gonna fire through them as quick as possible.
Here we go.
So just first thing that comes to mind. So ready? All right, so here we go. Husker football wins in 23.
4.
Sorry. Best time of day, 5 a.m. or 5 p.m.?
5 a.m.
Okay, fill in the blank. I would love to travel to.
I was going to say Belize because I was just there. Some tropical island.
Some tropical island, okay. So which is better, a learned from mistake or a worked for achievement?
Oh, a work for achievement.
Would you rather camp in the mountains, chill at the beach, or explore a new city?
Beach.
Okay, this should be right up your alley. The best baseball film ever made was.
Field of Dreams.
Okay. True or false? Die Hard is a Christmas film.
No, false. No.
My go-to pizza toppings are.
Traditional marinara sauce, lots of mozzarella cheese, sometimes pepperoni, not a lot else.
Very relieved you did not say pineapple.
Yeah, no.
True or false? Passenger drone service will be in existence in the next decade.
Passenger drone service. How big do the drones get to be?
Pretty big.
Then I would say in the next
Decade.
somewhere.
Okay.
That'll happen somewhere.
A favorite airport not named LNK.
Generally, I don't like airports other than LNK. I like Kansas City's new area.
Okay. Something not many people would know about me.
Recently became a certified scuba diver,
Oh,
so looking for more opportunities to go to beaches and get in the water.
That's a good one. And then best thing about working for LNK.
Oh my gosh, my team and the leadership team and everything about the people working there. Everybody's dedicated, everybody's happy to come to work, and really just enjoy it.
Okay, great. See, that was painless. You
Oh wow,
did great.
that wasn't too bad.
So, all right. Well, that concludes this one. We will search and figure out who our next staff member is that we're going to introduce. And until that, thanks for supporting LNK, and check us out on your next adventure.